WAPT News at 6.
Candidate clash. Big names in the Jackson mayoral race get set to go head-to-head, plus gay rights rally.
We are proud, and this is our Mississippi too.
LGBT supporters hit the streets of Jackson, and your next boating trip on the reservoir could be more expensive. Breaking news at 6, a 400-acre wildfire at Bienville National Forest in Smith County.
Yeah, the reports are just coming into our newsroom. We do have a crew headed to that fire. We'll have much more on that blaze coming up tonight at 10.
Well, the last 2 days we've had high winds and very low relative humidity, close to 20%. That's conditions for a wildfire. You know, it's not going to be as chilly tonight. In fact, temperature's comfortable. Looks like we'll be in the 50s for the balance of the evening. There is some cloud cover moving in. No rain this evening, but there is rain in my forecast, and I'll talk about that coming up.
David, thanks. First at 6, a rally over gay rights. LGBT supporters say they want the state to treat them just like everyone else.
16 WAPT's Tammy Aswig spoke to people on both sides of the issue. A march on the Capitol.
We are not backing down.
LGBT supporters who want what they call equal rights.
We're allowed.
We are proud.
You guys are here fighting for equality. What does that really mean?
It means to be treated like anyone else.
Dozens of protesters say they want the state to change laws on the books in Mississippi.
Under current laws in Mississippi, you can be fired simply for being gay. And this happens in real people's lives.
The group you see up here came from all over Mississippi. Jackson, Biloxi, even Meridian. Nicholas Alford and Stephen Thomas drove a van full of supporters from Lauderdale County. They say they want the right to get married in Mississippi, too.
We believe in love. We believe in having the equal right to do what we want, do what we love to do, and be with each other, get married, stuff like that.
Alford says he's open about his sexuality.
It says gay is the new black.
What does that mean?
It basically means we're the new civil rights movement.
But that movement is still pretty controversial here in Jackson.
Man and woman, not woman and woman and man and man.
No, I don't agree with that.
Why not?
I just think that I don't think by the Bible or God's right that it should be that way.
Speakers at this rally praised Hattiesburg, Starkville, and Oxford after those cities banned discrimination of lesbian and gays. They're hoping this rally might make other cities do the same. In Jackson, Tammy Eswick, 16 WAPT News.
This is a very hot topic. We have had dozens of people call our Feedback 16 line to sound off.
Same-sex marriage is not legal in Mississippi. The voters have settled that, and it should not be brought up. But these outsiders are trying to change and put the sex agenda on everybody.
Many of you also hit us up on social media with what you think. Lauren says it's about liberty and justice for all. That brings us to our Instapoll 16. We asked you, do you think same-sex marriage should be legal in Mississippi? And this is a big change from yesterday. Most of you now say no. Call or text your vote to 601-980-4416. Text 1 for yes, 2 for no. You can also vote on our website, WAPT.com. Turning now to Commitment 2014. Tonight, voters are getting another chance to hear from those candidates for mayor of Jackson.
The NAACP is organizing tonight's forum. That's where we find 16 WAPT's Jennifer Ortega live with a preview, Jennifer.
And the second mayoral candidate forum will start in just about an hour. We're told 7 candidates have confirmed already to be here tonight. They'll be talking about important issues in the city of Jackson. Each candidate will express their views on moving the city forward and what their main focus will be if elected to replace late Mayor Chokwe Lumumba. We'll have more information tonight at 10 from the forum. Live in Jackson, Jennifer Ortega, 16 WAPT News.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks. Now, don't forget about our mayoral debate. 16 WAPT and the Clarion Ledger are working with Mississippi College School of Law to host the debate Friday, April 4th. The special election is Tuesday, April 8th. You'll hear from one of the candidates in their own words just a little bit later in tonight's newscast.
A thumbs up today to keep the Jackson Zoo accredited. City leaders made that official announcement about an hour ago after an accreditation hearing today. Jackson Zoo leaders traveled to Memphis to present documents showing the zoo has financial backing from the city of Jackson and information on fundraising efforts.
As you know, we were denied accreditation a little while ago, and we had that rehearing this morning. And the zoo was given his accreditation back.
Well, this announcement means the zoo will not lose any of its animals. Officials at the zoo worked to fundraise over the past few months, including an event recently with Jungle Jack Hanna.
New at 6, one group is looking at charging anybody who wants to put a boat on the reservoir.
As 16 WAPT Scott Simmons reports, the Pearl River Water Supply District is talking about imposing a fee, and that's a debate that won't be smooth sailing.
The Pearl River Water Supply District tried it before, but in 2007 they backed off trying to charge a fee on each boat that is placed on the Ross Barnett Reservoir. The district is trying again.
What we're trying to do is develop a revenue source from people who use the lake that will allow us to then improve the facilities on the lake that they use.
As drawn up now, the fee would be $35 a year for each boat under 26 feet long, $50 a year for boats bigger than that. A 3-day pass would cost $10, and they would even charge that at bass fishing tournaments at the reservoir.
Reservoir operators say a boat user would not have the excuse of not being able to find a place to buy a permit. They say they'd have a smartphone app where a person could buy that permit online.
And I think they got shot down because the counties that helped build the reservoir put the money into it.
Dale Joyner and Wilton Herald don't like the idea one bit.
The Reservoir Commission is trying to make as much money as they can, what the whole trick is about.
Well, you got some people don't use a boat that much.
I agree.
And you throw $35 an hour on them, they're going to go somewhere else.
They contend the reservoir has been open to the public without additional charge since it was first opened, and that shouldn't change now because the district wants more money.
Like I said before, the reservoir was filled.
Buddy Medlin has been out here since before the reservoir was constructed. He says those who use the waterway should help fund the cost of improving it.
I do know they need money to keep the improvements going. It's very vital.
We're the only one that does not charge a fee other than Eagle Lake and Warren County.
The district will schedule public hearings on the new fee idea with a plan of starting the extra charge in January. At the reservoir, Scott Simmons, 16 WAPT News.
John Sigmund says the fee could generate more than $200,000 a year for the Water Supply District.
Well, it is the latest round of water woes in the capital city. People along Roosevelt Street near Fortification Street complained about gushing water. Residents tell us road construction is leaving standing water in front of their houses. It's been going on for months. Neighbors say they only have a stream of water and some of them none at all. They say the city has come out to do some quick fixes, but it's not enough to keep the flowing water contained. The Mississippi State student who was punched at the Mall St. Patty's Parade is recovering after surgery tonight. Jackson police say the fight happened at the corner of State and Pearl Streets downtown. Adam Craven and another friend say 2 men got angry with them after taking a picture. Police have not made any arrests in the case.
Jackson police are preparing for a large turnout for its amnesty program. Today, we found some crews getting ready and setting up barricades around the police department. You're looking at video from last year when the program brought in more than $400,000. Starting tomorrow at 9, you can pay off overdue traffic tickets and misdemeanor fines with no administrative fees. You must bring a picture ID and your ticket and be prepared to pay the fine in full. Program ends Friday at 8 o'clock. Stay alive, don't text and drive, a special campaign to end texting and driving.
Plus, college football players can unionize. We'll have a closer look at the new decision in sports.
It was cold this morning and our low was 30, not a record, 25 in 1955, the record low for today. Well, bye-bye to the cold weather, at least for now. Details and a look into the weekend. It's coming up. You're watching 16 WAPT News.